Attention, all sweepers inside.
Hello, cats have finally returned after a pretty long time here. It's kind of funny. But things are going to be pretty straightforward now, I imagine, with the cats after having done everything else with the pigs. Merely not having upgrades is not going to be a particularly large challenge by comparison. Gonna teach you a new mechanic. No flashing. Oh well. Let's look at other things we could buy that we're not gonna buy. We could have a level 3 sweeper at this point, with more max ammo. I think it gets upgraded to 10 with lots more time controls to hold. That would be nice. And of course we could have more max HP. That's really it. Does this do literally anything? I don't think it does. The sports drink, like all these things. It increases the arrow. It increases, I think it increases your teammates' supposed ranking within a letter grade, but I'm not aware of that doing anything. Does it make their AI smarter or something? I'm not sure. No visual upgrades either. Oh, also, somehow there are no items that I'd be able to unlock? Why? Do you have to talk to people? Oh yeah, you have to talk to people for that to happen. You're very large. Shouldered and so on and tall. But, yes. I never realized you have to talk to people for it to trigger. I thought you talked to people and they informed you of new stuff showing up in the shop, but no, the stuff only shows up in the shop when they tell you, so you have to talk to them for it to happen. It's funny. And welcome to my favorite music of the game. We'll just do one of those too, who cares? I never really found much you could think about which objectives one does in this game. You can kind of just go on and do whatever you see for either. All you dare tell me to do is record game. The sounding animation in this game looks so awkward compared to the first game. I managed to actually not activate the... Literally done it already. Yeah, again, we'll just do both as we see them. But yeah, I'm curious... I never looked at who worked on this game versus the prior, although presumably it's our team making both games, right? It's weird how the animations in the first game are good and they're just not in this one, especially for people talking. The talking animations for characters in this game are actually just really bad. Which I always found a strange contrast. I mean, sure, it's one thing to just have, like, more budget to get, hello, good voice actors and so on. So sure, the voice sound in this game not being that good for the most part means there's nothing too shocking to me. But... you don't have to tell me what it is, I just want the tutorial, man. Monster here. It's just tedious dealing with those shields. But yeah, so certain things that money is returned by, like voice talent, sure. If they start off expecting more money than they ended up having in this game to develop it, that's one thing. Is there anything fun up here? I think it's just a cat mill or something, I don't remember. Is it? But certain other things seem to be more a matter of like the skill of the developers. And it's strange to me that seems to have decreased in this game compared to its predecessor. But who knows? I don't know what else Artoon was working on at the time, if anything. I don't really know anything else Artoon's ever made, to be perfectly honest. Do I feel like dealing with you? I kind of prefer to just lure you away and then pull the switch. I didn't lure you away as effectively as I hoped. Oh no, I'm dead, except that doesn't actually matter if you're a sweeper. Okay, well it didn't actually prevent me from taking the damage. This game is not nearly as good at that, nearly as good at that as its predecessor either. I have a feeling though a big part of it was just this game had ambition it was designed with the ambition of a game that would actually have money behind it, and it just didn't have that money. Oh hell no. I think I can get through your time control. Yeah. No problem. Oh. Ow. Thought that actually damaged me. I actually do not have a retry left on hand right now, so I should actually be mindful of my survival. It's a little excessive, I feel like everything reappearing all the time. Any trash you could ever see reappearing and so on. Also, you can select out multiple things simultaneously, which is a little strange to me. What? I have that habit in BLiNX 1 of jumping whenever I fire, because otherwise, in BLiNX 1 is there anything up there? In BLiNX 1, there is a tendency for trash to just hit the ground immediately in front of you if you get in. Also, I think jumping before firing also counteracted the game's... just basically. I think jumping before firing also counteracted the game's auto-lock system. The game never tells you about it, but the game does have a little mechanic where you are wasting my pause. The game does have a mechanic where BLiNX will look at enemies and automatically fire towards them if you're near them and facing them. It tends not to be especially good though at actually getting BLiNX to hit enemies. Oh, there's actually an enemy there. I should have hit up the pause. Hopefully this cutscene is not going to cause me to die immediately after, because our enemy's attacking me right now. Is that a checkpoint? Probably, if the objective's up here. Oh! Cool. Yeah, this feels like a casual playthrough. Oh well. I mean, yeah, my health is lower and so on, but that's really it. Does this do something? I don't remember. This is actually how you progress. It says get on the tram, but... I don't remember what that actually did. Whatever. If it's a secret, I don't need it. Think of it. I feel like you could practically just fast forward jump over that. In fact, can you? I'm curious. I don't think you can sequence break like that in this game regardless, because the scripting is set up where you have to do missions one at a time. Or just go there. Yeah, destroying the barrier monsters, I think, opens up this one door right in front of us. Or you can just go all the way around it, is how it works, if I recall. So someone give me a refight, please. Actually would not mind having my current retry filled out. I only came here with one and actually wasted pretty quickly. As much as I talk about how I'm playing this totally casually, I am actually. Forgot the fact that there is a... Yeah, you can't stand on this. Oh yeah. Combos. Yeah, let's try and get me to use those. Yeah, I know. I saw. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you only wanna spam me as well. Okay. They'll give us invincible, whatever, I don't care though. No, well, I'm not reason to bother with everyone around here. This lasts so long, my god. Do I have another slow though to use? No. I only have a record, which isn't going to help me here. I don't think this is like record in the original Blinks where it just makes you invincible for no given reason. I actually have to go up to these monsters and kill a few. I don't have any... If you stay that way, not attacking me, that's good, because I don't actually have any time crystals to spare. Time controls to spare here. I really wish the game didn't remove all of your time controls periodically, the way that it does. Actually, it's fairly annoying when it does that. It doesn't make sense gameplay-wise, I feel like. It really doesn't make any sense in the universe that partway through a mission you just occasionally lose your hole. Everything you're holding. Platforming. You know what? I'll use a monster killer. They might actually have something useful. No, that's not a record. Why is everyone getting me records? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to make me fall straight down. I was doing just fine. Actually, yeah, I'll just drop now. Okay. Thank you, checkpoint. Occasional presence is appreciated. Oops. It took a lot longer to recover from that hit than I thought you would. I believe too much in you. I know? Why did you tell me this? You already did tell me that. I'd like to have some trash on hand too. Oh hey, Tom Tom. All cats must kill all pigs. That's just the rule now. You gotta reciprocate. It doesn't say you trash if you actually wait for the right time to shoot these guys, although you need to be at the right angle too. A little hard today, but thank you for telling me again. So why did one take a while to show up? That's kind of weird. Ah! Everyone is dead. Okay. You and your generous hitbox is not dead. I saw you. Come on. Oh. Okay, that was silly. Okay, good we now? I just have to kill these couple pigs without getting hit. I think this demonstrates very well also that enemies that shoot at you are much more difficult to deal with than enemies that shoot bullets at you, I mean to say. Stop doing this game! Why is that a mechanic? Why do I have to fall straight down? The game basically decides if there's a really big pit beneath you, you should fall straight down instead of being able to move forwards. Which is very strange to me. I don't know why you would ever design that. These things, you have to get close enough here. I want to take out all these guys at a time. In fact, I have no reason to deal with the time monster here. Darn, it's not that hard to deal with these guys. It's just that annoying to try to spawn on them first. The challenge in not taking any damage. Stop walking onto that guy, jeez. There. That's all it needed to be done. No, one is actually still alive. There we go. And I appreciate that last one too. I just wanted to deal with the time with the tom-toms. That was all that was. But yeah, no one using retries anymore, it feels like. Maybe I just never noticed the fact the game doesn't give you retries very often in the past. Because if you have a lot of health, it seems fairly pointless. That, I can just jump down from here. But now I actually have a little health, I notice. Oh, hey, I actually run out of health, and run out of retries fairly easily. Still barely even a hard mode, though. Hey, Picaro, I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong.
Hey, Picaro.
Oh, I'll take that. I also like how Picaro is just constantly jumping at you, trying to even see you in that cutscene. I appreciate that the other characters occasionally actually appear in the engine instead of just in pre-rendered cutscenes too. Pre-rendered cutscene feels like an overstatement for what it is, really, but you just... I like also how you just... Oh yeah, see the shadow cloud just kind of comes out here. Continuity. Yeah, you just fail out of that shit. Seems irresponsible. Wait, am I dead now? No, I happened to get burst invincibility right as I jumped out. That's nice. Of course, the idea here is that you just want to try to get a bunch of... Why? Why is this stage like this? This game is not very good at the whole spherical gravity thing. And yes, you make it drop crystals and then you grab them. I don't know if games are able to pick up such crystals. Hey, fish rod. I wanted those. Oh. I forgot that does the reverse to it. Oh, that was a completely accidental hit there, but I think you're supposed to hit multiple times here too. Oh, the first one. Okay, you hit it once, but not gonna remember. Then they grab a bunch of crystals to use another time controller sign event effect to change it back today, I think is what it was. I'm fine with that, I can take a minute to stock up. Not mind a heal though in particular. Damn. Kinda need that heal. I don't have any retries to rely on here. Do not destroy all of them, really. Okay, and then that always does the reverse shockwave. You somehow always have the foresight to create a shockwave in the distant past, which is easy to try and get you with. Oh, hello. Generic explosion sound for crawling over, very nice. They drop bombs on you. It's kind of funny. From the mines. Where do they get those? Yeah, this is a fairly straightforward fight, all things considered. But the lack of not being able to hold much in the way of ammunition is actually kind of a pain. Does slow things down a lot. Oh, target them in like 3 spots. Okay, that trash just didn't feel like doing anything, I guess. It's just not as tedious as the Shadow Claw. I'll take it. Okay, cool. Those are a very good spot. Oh, hey, you're not supposed to have multiple hands, are you? Are you? Oh, yeah, do the reverse shot right this time. And we're good. Yeah, if you can stock up more trash at a time, you can actually stock up more hits in 1 second. Whatever. A cat-themed enemy that you fight as a cat is kind of weird. That skybox is so small, jeez. Anyways, so next time will be the final stage, which not the stage, the final boss, which I think will be more or less the same as always. It's not that big of a fight. I don't think it'll be a very different experience than usual, but we'll see.
We've deciphered the
I
stone
have found
tablet.
that things are actually a bit more difficult in the game.
The gift of time.
Pre-order cutscene.
Crystal breaking.
No, time for another pre-order cutscene too. And yet another pre-rendered cutscene. Is this one pre-rendered? Yes. No, no, I want to count that still image. Oh yeah, that is still pre-rendered though. That's when the boss appears. Cool. I don't have any retries. I guess that's the one thing, but who cares? So next time, round 6. We'll finish up the game. Bye everyone.